students? Hope all of you are fine. In this tutorial video, I am going to explain you the method of least square which is used in the demand forecasting and which is also useful in estimation of demand and fitting the trend value. For understanding the least square method of demand forecasting, we will need a problem or a question. So a problem is displayed on the screen. On the screen, you can see there are two rows. One is year and another one is sales. There are 7 years given from 2015 up to 2021. And for each of the year, the sale amount is also given. The sales are in 1000 units, but I have not written there to make this example and the entire tutorial video simple and understandable. So if you see for the year 2015, the sale amount is 77. For the year 2016, the sale amount is 88. For 2017, it is 94. For 18, it is 85. For 19, it is 91. For 2020, it is 98. And finally, for the year 2021, the sales amount is 90. Now we have been asked to do two things. First of all, we have to fit a straight line by using the least square method, and also we have been asked to tabulate the trend values. And secondly, we will also have to draw the trend line. Now students, it is very important to remember two things. First, what is the equation of the trend line? And second, there are two normal equations, and the two normal equations we will have to remember. This is displayed on the screen. If you see, the equation of the trend line is y is equal to alpha plus beta x. In some books, or sometimes it is also written as y is equal to a plus bx. It is all the same. And secondly, we will also require the normal equations. There are two normal equations which have been displayed. Sigma y is equal to n alpha plus beta sigma x. And secondly, sigma xy is equal to alpha sigma x plus beta sigma x squared. Here sigma stands for summation. Now in the equation, if you notice that there are 7 years of data given from 2015 up to 2021. There are 7 years. So the fourth year can be taken as middle year, and that is why we will focus on the, first of all, we will have to focus on the x column. See the screen. On the screen, the entire statistical table which we will have to construct has been given or shown. First of all, we have written the years from 2015 up to 2021. Then we have written the x. If you notice the x column, the 2018 has been marked as 0. That means that for the year 2018, the x value is 0. Why it is so? Because just a while ago I mentioned that 2018 we are going to take as the year of origin. Now why the x value of 2017 is -1? Because 2017 minus 2018 is equal to -1. Similarly, for 2016 it is -2 because 2016 minus 2018 is equal to -2. Similarly, for 2015 the x value is -3 because 2015 minus 2018 is -3. See, after the 2018, after 2018, for 2019 it is +1 because 2019 minus 2018 is +1. Similarly, for 2020 the x value is +2 because 2020 minus 2018 is +2. And finally, for the year 2021 it is +3 because why? Because 2021 minus 2018 is +3. The sales have been denoted here as capital letter Y. So in the question for the year 2015, obviously it is written as 77 because in the question the sale value is 77. Similarly, for the other years also the Y values are written accordingly. Now come to the fourth column. Fourth column what ki likhisu ami? We have written in the fourth column xy, that is x into y. For example, x for the year 2015, if you see the first row, first year's row, for the year 2015, it is minus 3 into 77 is equal to, we have written here, minus 231. Similarly, for the next year 2016, we have multiplied minus 2 by 88 and we found xy value as minus 176. In this way, the remaining values of this column we could calculate and found. Now let us come to the fifth column, that is x square. What is x square? X square is equal to x into x. So for the year 2015, the x value is minus 3. So the x square value for this year is minus 3 into minus 3 is equal to plus 9. Similarly, for the year 2016, the x value is minus 2. So that is why we have written plus 4. And accordingly, the remaining figures also we got. Now it is time to recall the normal equations. The two normal equations we have to recall, or I already said that we have to remember. And what are the normal equations? Y is equal to n alpha plus beta sigma x. And second equation is sigma xy is equal to alpha sigma x plus beta sigma x square. Another important thing is that after getting all this, we have to total the column. I mean, we have to get the column totals. For the first column, how many years given? We have been given 7 years of data. So number of observation is 7. So in the first column, at the bottom we have written n is equal to 7. Okay, next we have also totaled the x column and found 0. Then we have also totaled the y column and we have written here sigma y is equal to 623. Why we have written so? Sigma y means sigma y, that means total of y column is equal to 623. Then xy column is also to be totaled, and here sigma xy is equal to 56. Then we have totaled the x square column, and that is sigma x square is equal to 28. Now, one important thing, I again remind you that we have to remember the two normal equations. First thing is that, and now it is time to use those equations. First of all, we will use the first equation. Thereafter, we will use the second equation for the calculation of alpha and beta, because we have, our main target is to calculate the value or to find the value of alpha and beta. To get the value of alpha, we will use the first equation, and to get the value of beta we will use the second equation. And it is important to find out the value of alpha and beta in order to get the trend line, okay, or trend equation, estimated trend equation. So have a look on the screen. The first normal equation, that is sigma y is equal to n alpha plus beta sigma x. Now sigma y, the value from the table we get 623. We put there. Next n, we know number of years given is 7. Then alpha has no value, the value yet to be found, so let it remain as it is, plus beta into 0. Why we have written 0? Because sigma x in the statistical table is 0. So that is why finally 7 alpha is equal to 623. So finally we got the value of alpha 89. Now come to the second equation. I already mentioned that the second equation will be using to get the value of beta. So how to calculate that? Have a look on the screen. Now the second equation is sigma xy is equal to alpha sigma x plus beta sigma x square. We got the value 56 from the table for sigma xy. Alpha value already we got 89, so we have written 89. Sigma x from the table we got the value 0, plus beta has no value, we are going to find it out, so we keep it as it is. As sigma x square, we got the value of 28 from the table. Now finally beta 28 is equal to 56, and finally we got the value of beta, that is 2. Now students, one thing, that initially at the starting I wrote on the screen the trend equation, and if you remember, the trend equation is y is equal to alpha plus beta x. Now the estimated trend line we can get because we already come to know the value of alpha and beta. So on the screen if you see, then it is YC is equal to 89 plus 2x, because 89 standing for alpha and 2 standing for beta in the equation. Now some of you might be thinking that what about the YC? Actually YC is the estimated value, sales values for each of the years. Now for example 2015 the YC value is 83, but how did we get that? Okay, that is a big question. So let's have a look on the screen. For the year 2015 the X value is -3, so that is why estimated sales for the year 2015 is equal to 89 plus 2 into -3, because in the position of X, in the place of X, we have written -3. Why? Because the value of X for 2015 is -3. So finally we got the value of 83, and for 2015 in this way we got the value of 83, and for the remaining years also if you calculate in this way, in this process, you will be getting the same result. Now if you recall the question is fit a straight line by least square method and tabulate the trend values. We already got the straight line and we also tabulated the trend values. Now it is time to answer the second question, that is also draw the trend line. Now how to draw the trend line? It is very important. Let's have a look on the screen. Whenever you draw the trend line, always remember to take the years on the x-axis or horizontal scale and the sales value or any other type of that kind of value on the y-axis. That is important. When you plot the points, after plotting the points, you will be getting a curve like this. Now just draw a straight line, and that straight line is the trend line you have to draw. Now students, the two questions have been already answered or we have solved. Now what is short-term fluctuation? Sometimes you may be asked to show the short-term fluctuation. Short-term fluctuation, it's not a big concept or a too difficult concept. It is easy concept. Just you have to show or calculate the difference between actual sale and the estimated sale. You will have to just calculate the difference between the y and the yc. For example, if you refer to the first year, that is 2015, the y value is 77, the yc value is 83. That means the actual value is 77 and the estimated value is 83. So 77 minus 83 is equal to -6. So students, I hope through this tutorial video I could clarify you all the concepts related to least square method of demand forecasting, and now you are confident. With this we came to the end of this tutorial video. Thank you for watching. Have a good time.